Hey guys, welcome back to the D3 Intro Workshop by GT Library Data Visualization. And last time we talked about how to integrate D3 to your file and simply use the console as well as added a D3 element. But now we're going to go to step 4, which is where we're going to basically add that D3 addition, D3 select.append, into our JavaScript file and actually integrate it within our project and not just have it in our console. So go ahead and click step 4 so you can see what the final files are supposed to look like. And we're going to do a couple of things to our project folder. So if you go back to your editor, so we're going to go back to Sublime here, we're first going to move our script tag into the body. So if you look at our index.html file, it says move index.js below body and add purple circle. So the reason we do this is because the HTML page loads up everything, one by one, and we wanted to load the index.html file last, just so it works faster. And we want to get rid of all our SVG stuff because this time we're going to add an SVG with D3. And we're going to go to our index.js file, clear everything in it, and if we look inside the D3 step 4 project folder, we're going to see our index.js file here. And you can see what we're going to add: d3.select body.append svg. So last time we did d3.select body.append p, which is the text, but this time we're going to add svg and we're going to add a circle. So before we had the circle inside the index.html file straight up as a svg and with the circle in it, but this time we want to use d3 to do that. So in the index.js file, type in d3.select, and we're going to select our body again, and I'm going to tab down, click append, and we're going to add an SVG. Now how this works is, we're adding elements, but once we have elements, we want to also add its attributes. So an SVG has two attributes: width, which we're going to give 100, height, which we're also going to give 100, and that's our SVG. So before we move on, let's go to our index.html file and reload it. And once it's loaded, you're not going to see anything, but once you go back in the developer tools, we should see the SVG as an element inside our elements. Click element and we can see our SVGs right here. But there's nothing in the SVG. And if you hover over it, you can see the space reserved for that SVG right there. So the next thing we want to do is make sure that we're adding a circle to it. So we're going to append a circle, and then we're going to give it a couple attributes. Remember, it takes in cx, which is where it is on the page. It takes in cy, the vertical alignment, and r. And if we can load that, let's see what happens. It's going to be a black circle, but that's going to kind of dark. So we're going to fill with light green. And green has to be in quotations because it is a string. So string means that, it's not a number. Its data type is reserved, so it has to be in quotations. So we're going to see a green circle. And this is important because instead of it having directly hard-coded into our index.html file as, adding an SVG in a circle, we now have it in our JavaScript file where we're taking our body, adding an SVG, adding a circle, and making green. So that's all we need to do for this step. Thank you so much. See you next time.